Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Shivkumar Bisurapur, Associate Professor, Department of Citizen Education and Deputy Registrar, Evaluation Section, Karnataka State Akamadevi Women's University, Vijaypura. Today we shall discuss about children with learning challenges. Differently abled children account for 5 to 7% of India's population, that too in the age group of 16 to 14 years. India included disability in the census for the first time in 2001 based on the 7 disabilities listed in the Persons with Disabilities Act 1995. According to the 2001 count, the latest available, there were 4 to 3 million differently abled children in the age group of 16 to 14 years. So, what is the meaning of learning disabled? Let us see. The term learning disability refers to conditions which were previously called brain injury, minimal brain dysfunction, sensory aphasia, that is the loss of the power to understand spoken words, signs, gestures, or print. Expressive aphasia, that is the loss of the ability to speak. Alexia or word blindness, the loss of the ability to read. A mild degree of alexia is also called dyslexia. I mean, alexia or word blindness means the loss of the ability to read, and the mild form of this degree is called as dyslexia. Acalculia, that is the loss of arithmetical ability. At a lower level, it is called dyscalculia. There are two types: acalculia, that is loss of arithmetical ability, and the lower level of this is called as dyscalculia. Agraphia, the inability to learning to write, and the mild degree of this agraphia is called dysgraphia. Please keep in mind these technical terms. These are very important for competitive examination purpose. Now, what are the factors of learning problems? Low level of intelligence, mental retardation, visual impairment, motor handicaps, economic difficulties, cultural disadvantage, and poor instruction. These are the factors of learning problems. What is the definition of learning disability? There are two definitions. Let us take one by one. The National Joint Committee of Learning Disabilities gave the following definition of learning disability. Learning disability is a generic term that refers to a heterogeneous group of disorders manifested by significant difficulties in the acquisition and use of listening, speaking, reading, writing, reasoning, or mathematical difficulties. These disorders are intrinsic to the individual and presumed to be due to central nervous system dysfunction. Even though learning disability may occur concomitantly with other handicapping conditions or environmental influences, it is not the direct result of these conditions or influences. Now, the second definition, according to the National Advisory Committee on Handicapped Children, USA, born defined learning disability as follows. That started in 1986. Learning disability exhibit disorder in one or more basic psychological process involved in understanding and in using spoken or written languages. The disorders are manifested in listening, thinking, talking, reading, writing, spelling, and arithmetic. They include conditions which are referred to as perceptual problems, brain injury, minimal brain dysfunction, dyslexia, developmental aphasia, etc. They do not include learning problems which are primarily due to visual, hearing, or motor handicaps, mental retardation, emotional disturbance, or the environmental disadvantage. Now, coming to the types of learning disability. Let us take reading disability. Children suffering from reading disability are unable to read. There are two forms of this disability. In a mild form, the affected person has difficulty in reading, but in severe cases of the impairment, there is a total loss of the ability to read. This is sometimes known as word blindness. Now, second disability, that is writing disability. The affected children are not able to write spontaneously. There are two forms, mild and severe. Mild form have difficulty in learning to write legibly. The severe form can copy writing without distortion, but they cannot write spontaneously. On each disability, there are two forms, that is mild and severe. Now, let us take third one, forms of numerical ability. The affected child has problems in calculations, even simple arithmetic, because of an inability to manipulate number relationships. It is again two types, mild and severe. Mild form can be identified when they start learning numbers and simple addition and subtraction. In severe form, the child will not be able to learn number symbols and their relationships. Now, characters of learning disability children. Number one, hyperactivity. Number two, general coordination deficits. Number three, disorders of attention. Fourth one, impulsivity. Fifth one, disorders in memory and thinking. So, there is loss of memory and thinking power. That is the main. Sixth one, specific learning disability. Seventh one, equivocal neurological signs. What are the teaching strategies to these children? Psychoeducational approach. The psychoeducational approach views the learning disability children not as a patient but as learner waiting to be taught. They are to identified early, assessed medically and psychologically to arrive at a correct diagnosis of their difficulties and weakness and provided with appropriate instruction and training in regular schools, resource rooms, special classes, or special schools depending upon their degree of disability. The approach has following sub approaches. Number one, process training approach. Here, the children have the disorder in the psychological processes which underlay in understanding or using speech, in reading, writing, arithmetic, etc. So, it is necessary to train in psychological process. Second one, environmental approach. Environmental approach emphasizes reducing the irrelevant stimuli in the classroom environment which might distract the child's attention from the learning. The classroom environment may be modified as soundproofing of walls and ceilings, carpeting, enhancing the intensity of the teaching materials in terms of color, size, and vividness, opaque windows. Next one, cognitive training approach. Many learning disabled children exhibit deficient problems solving skills. Deficient problem solving skills. So, in order to reduce their impulsivity and to increase their reflectivity, two techniques are found successful. Number one, cognitive modeling, also known as metacognition, meta memory, and cognitive behavior modification strategy. In this model, the child is exposed to models. Models means in the sense adults or peers who tend to be more reflective so that he can imitate the model and learn the appropriate strategy. The child is taught how to slow down before he reads a word or give an answer, looks carefully at all cues and possibilities, considers the response carefully, and then responds. And second one, self instruction training. In self instructional training, the impulsive child is encouraged to learn to develop verbal control of his behavior. Fourth one, auditory awareness training. Auditory awareness can be encouraged by having children remember various types of sounds heard during walk. That is very good exercise given to the children. Fifth one, auditory discrimination exercise. Auditory discrimination exercise can include hiding a ticking clock and asking a child to point to the direction of the clock. He should give attention towards where the the sound is coming from this which corner. Okay. Sixth one, Auditory memory and sequencing training. Auditory memory and sequencing can be developed by asking children, and sequencing can be developed by asking children to repeat directions, phone numbers, and clapping patterns. Now come to the educational provisions. Day school. Here the learning disabled children receive specialized schooling using special teachers essentially on the same curriculum but with greater care and pace. I mean, here the specially trained teachers are appointed, and the students are trained uh, in the curriculum aspect. Special class in regular school. The children are given special instruction in a self-contained classroom by special teacher as well as regular classroom teacher do assist in teaching subject matters. This is what inclusive aspect of the children's teaching in the same classroom, where the special teachers and regular teachers will handle the curriculum and they will train the children in a specific way. That's what the main the task of a teacher. So hope you all got the information, and kindly have a mercy on the children who are suffering from different handicaps so that they should be brought to the mainstream of the education. Thank you and all. Wear the mask and maintain the social distance. Thank you.